which was, like I said, the most sales. So it was a lot. You know, there were multiple people, hundreds of people coming in, you know, ordering drinks, rows and rows and rows of people.
Like 5 deep, just going for it.
Oh, my God. It was insane. It was so insane. So, yeah, that was what it was.
And so how long have you been at it, like bartending?
Bartending, honestly, not super long as everybody thinks, you know. I'm 24. I was bartending since I think I was 21. So,
Jesus, you're so fast. You're so good. Have you seen any weirdness in your short career?
Weirdness.
Or like,
weirdness and definitely like weird people.
Yeah, give me an example. Like I always like the point of the podcast is like I like to shine a light on our industry.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you're a project manager or you work in like a corporate building, you don't see what we see.
Yeah.
Like we're on the clock and working and making money.
Corporate.
Yeah, like so like what would you have seen like in the bar biz?
If I'm not a manager. Understood.
Yeah, like what have you seen? Like what have you...
So, the first bar that I worked at, that first bartending job was like so insane. It was like right in the heart of like Uptown. So, Uptown Denver is, you know, people going out, it's kind of grungy, it's kind of cool, like, you know, the laid back, we're smoking cigarettes, like we're kind of just
There's
doing our
girls with
thing.
more tattoos than you.
Thank you.
They can fix your car
hey,
better
I'm
than
getting
you can.
there. I'm getting there.
Oh, you
I have
sure
3.
are.
But hey, we're growing. You know, I spent all my money on food. So one time I was working there and I like went, you know, for like a bathroom break. I was so exhausted. It was so busy. It's like a ping pong bar. People were playing, you know, games and stuff. I went to the bar. This girl was so wasted, and this was like a normality, right? Like people were doing coke, you know, all kinds of different things. So I went to the bar. This girl was like clearly super fucked up. I went into the stall and I like kept it open a little bit, and I was like, hey, like, you know, just being nice, like, are you okay? And she was like, oh my God, yeah. And she like came into the stall with me, and I was like, I mean, like, okay, like, this is fine, like, I'm not gonna kick her out. And she was like, yeah, I'm okay. Like, she closed the stall, and I was like, okay, like, I don't know what's about to happen, like, I'm on the clock right now. And so like she closed the stall. And she was like brought out like a bag of, you know, white, right? Like a bag of Coke. And I was like, ooh, like I'm not super familiar. Like I don't really do this a lot. I've done it before. I know, right?
Sounds like my dream shift.
Right? I was like 21 at the time. Like literally 21, just starting out bartending. And this was like my first experience bartending. So, like, goes to show you, right? Like, what bartending really is.
That's what it is.
That's what it is. And she was like, oh, my God, can I, like, fucking do this on your fucking tits? And I just want to, like, pour it on there. And I was like, honestly, I had a couple shots that night. And I was like, sure, babe. Like, fuck yeah. Like, do your thing. And I was, like, feeling it and whatever. And she, like, laid it out, like, right across my chest. And I was like, you know what? Do your thing, girl. And then, you know, she did it. And then I was like, all right, cool, like, are you feeling okay? And she's like, oh, yeah, like, I feel so fine, like, whatever. And I was like, all right, cool, you feel fine, like, do you need water or anything? Because, like, I was still on the clock, like.
Oh, my God, this is my dream shift. Nobody's ever asked to do a line
ever
off my
asked?
boobs.
Really? Wow.
No, I've actually had girls do lines off my boobs.
Hell yeah. Honestly, it was great, but then afterwards, she was like, I don't know, I feel like she was so drunk. She, like, tried to make out with me, and at the time, I was like, you know, in a different position, and I was like, oh fuck, like I don't know if I should. Like I felt like kind of at a crossroads, but like that's just the Denver scene, you know? Like
that's just your job. You're at your work.
You know, you're at work, you're a bartender, like people, especially like in Denver, like they, you know, are truly finding themselves. They're truly experiencing, you know, different things for the first time, and that's okay. Like that's, you know, to be expected, and that's to be accepted. And you know, I did accept that. And I was like, you know, even though like I wasn't okay with, you know, like making out and like doing sexual things, like you don't have to do that, you know?
Right. You just do a line off my boobie.
I'm on break line.
And I gotta go back to work. You know what I mean?
Do a fucking line off my tits. That's totally fine. But like, you know, making out, it's like, I want you to have some water. Like, I want you to...
You've gone too far with the making out.
I want you to chill out. Like, I want you to, you know...
You gotta have boundaries.
Somewhat, some kind, you know, some kind of that.
Yeah.
So I turned her down on the making out, which was, you know, one thing in itself. And I was like, 21?
I'm coming back as a hot chick in my next life.
21 is a hot chick. I know you'd be a fucking savage as a 21-year-old hot chick. I know you'd be such a slut, which, to your advantage. Like,
stop reading my diary.
Hey, take advantage of that. That's your life. That's your choice. That's, whatever you want to do with that. But that was a pretty crazy experience, first starting out in the bartending scene.
So you bring up a good point, like, being a hot bartender, and you must get hit on. Of course, you know that.
Huh.
Of course. And you must have to deal with, like, guys all the time. Like, how do you deal with that? Like, deflecting all the creepy stuff, right?
Oh, it's...
Because, like, here's the thing, guys. I'm getting a lot of emails about, like, me just interviewing dudes and stuff like that. So I wanted to have Ash on, because I've had Robin on, and I wanted to get, like, the female perspective out there of what it's like to be a female bartender and what they go through, because it's a little bit different. And I imagine, like, you have to deflect a lot of dudes. You have to fight them off with a stick.
Yeah. Honestly, it's what you would expect.
Okay, which is?
It's, guys hitting on you like, hey, like, are you... Honestly, it's not as bad. Maybe in today's age, they know. Like, people are putting it, out there that you can't be a fucking asshole. You can't be a dick. You can't, grope women. You can't catcall women nowadays. Like,
it sucks.
People...
does
it?
I'm
God.
I'm being hilarious.
Good. You are hilarious. I'm glad you said that. You can't do that nowadays, and guys know that. No man, while I've been working at Avanti has been like, oh, you're so fucking hot, like, let me get your number, let me get this, let me get that, like, give me something. Like, girls don't owe you anything, and nobody has ever expected that from me behind the bar at the place that I work right now, which is really, really nice, and that's, the bare minimum. That's how it should be. Girls don't owe guys anything. So I believe that. I respect that. I respect guys that respect that. Not even guys, but, all people of, where they are in life and whatever they're, into. If they're a girl, if they're trans, if they're guys, I've never had to experience a person, expecting me to give them something.
Right.
Guys have, like, taken my hand and, like, tried to kiss it, and, like, guys have, like, can I have your number, and,
whatever. Can I have your guy card back, please? Because, like, you're blowing it right now. Dude.
Yeah, it's not as hard, as it used to be, and I think that's because of the, exposure. It's really the exposure that, puts guys like that on blast.
Oh,
that
like the spotlight?
Yeah, that
like
should
the
be on blast.
hashtag Me Too?
Yeah, like, you can't fucking, catcall women and be rude to women and say, hey, like, let me get a smile. Really? Like, say something funny then. Nobody has ever touched me inappropriately. And if they were to do that, I would retaliate in an aggressive way, because I feel that, I respect my body, and that I feel like other people should do that. Not only to me, but just to women in general.
Oh, no, I wouldn't do it to a woman. Guys do it to each other.
Guys, yeah.
We spank each other's butts.
Spank each other.
Let me clarify. It's like the NFL. Yeah.
And do you think, like, guys, respect that and feel okay with that? Like,
it's just like, sort of like we're doing. It's like, oh, you just spanked my butt because I just, like, I got through that pop of, like, 9 bachelorettes that came to the bar. I made fucking 6 blackberry mojitos. Let me taste hers. Okay, I'll have one more. And can I get a? And can I get a? And can I get a?
Close it.
Yeah. And we spank each other's butts.
Yeah.
Just like the NFL. Like, we got a touchdown.
Do you think any guy has, like, felt uncomfortable about that?
Oh, I feel uncomfortable about it.
You do?
Yeah, but then I'm, like, also flattered.
Also flattered. Yeah, like, slightly. Like, no, like...
My butt's awesome.
Yeah.
Spank
like,
it.
even as a girl, like, if I'm getting catcalled, or, like, if I'm getting, like, hey, baby, like, let me see a smile, it's like, okay, like, I understand that you think I'm, something worth your attention and something worth, like, flattering, but at the same time, it's like, say something funny. Like, don't expect me to smile just because you're a man. Like, do something, to make me smile. Like,
more.
Fuck off. Otherwise, like, I'm a bartender. It's my job to serve you drinks. Other than that, nothing else is my job. It's not my job to smile at you or flirt with you or, make
That's what
you
I wanted
feel...
to get to. Like, there's, like, guys that think, like, you're friends, and it's like, no, you're just giving me money for drinks. We're not friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I imagine like bartenders and like dancers have to go through that stuff.
Oh,
it's
man.
like, and you start getting the work homework where it's like, oh God, you gotta check out this video. Oh, you gotta see this movie. You should read this book. Blah blah blah. Hey, did you read that book? Did you see? No, I didn't. Because we're not friends. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'm making drinks. I have my own life.
Yeah, people try and like start a conversation with you while they're like trying to order like a vodka soda, and it's like super fucking weird. And it's like, I don't know what to say. Like, do you want to close or do you want to open your tab?
Yeah.
At this point, and it's like, that's all I have to say, you know. And you know, sometimes if they're super nice, I will, you know, start a conversation and, you know, be friendly. But like, other than that, you know, I'm a professional. Like, I'm working at a business. I am to be respected, and you know. That's the basis of it.
So how do you feel overall about the service industry? You think you're going to stay in it for a little while?
Maybe for a little while, yeah. I'd like to, you know, kind of branch out just because the whole idea of working on the weekends and working on, you know, the night shifts, like, that is completely overlooked. And it's completely, you know...
It's hard to have relationships. It's hard to, like,
shit.
Just do normal things.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
It is so difficult. It's completely overlooked. And it's, you know, completely taken for granted by people that are, you know, working in 9 to 5.
Citizens, 9 to 5, Monday
just
through Friday.
Citizens, just normal people.
Yeah.
It's very difficult. You know, I went to college for a very short period of time, and I was like, you know, I hate debt. This isn't for me. I don't even know what I want to do, which, you know, is most of people that were my age at the time when I wanted to do that. And I think most... Maybe not most, but a lot of other people that want to explore other options should do that.
So what's the dream? What's the goal?
The dream or the goal is to build relationships, is to travel, is to explore, is to see life for what it is.
Well, bartending can give you that because you have the flexible schedule.
It can give me that, but it can't give me... What can it give me? I'm looking for, like, just you and I.
Yeah.
Okay. Just you and I guess. You can keep playing this. I want to explore. I want to travel. Like, I'm in the United States. That's it. That's all that I'm in. I want to do more than that. I think that there's so much to see. There's so much to do. There's so much to explore. And I think that the more experience you have, even if it's something that you're, like, mildly interested in, like, explore it out. Just, like, see it for even, like, a little bit of time. Like, you have, you know, so much time, and that's not to say that you should take life for granted and that it's, you know, you have all this time, because you don't. But at the same time, it is short. Like, explore a little bit of, like, something that you're mildly interested in, and that might lead you to another thing and another thing and another thing. And
so professionally, you're like, bartending not forever. You're gonna go with the flow.
Not forever, yeah.
Okay, and see what comes up.
Want to get into coding. I'm super into biology, and I'm super into tech, and I'm super into, you know, all these other things.
That's amazing. I can't even use Snapchat properly.
Yeah.
I signed up for Instagram because I thought I'd get my drugs faster.
Yeah, right?
I haven't been that disappointed since I watched an episode of Wife Swap.
Wife Swap. Right, you wanted a wife?
No, just the episode.
Maybe
I thought it was going to be
while?
like sharing wives, and I immediately put the Kleenex and lotion away because that's not at all what I thought it was going to be.
Kleenex and lotion. Does lotion work for you?
Not really.
No. Yeah. What's the alternative there?
I use like a water-based lube.
So lube. Yeah. Lube works.
100%. Yeah.
Get a good one. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Hey, everyone does it. No need to be ashamed.
Yeah, no. I mean,
No need.
you just can't brag about it. You can't be like, oh my god, you should have seen me last night. I was all over myself.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No.
Roommate was gone. Every
Unless
room of the
you're
house.
a girl, because it's fucking hot. But.
Yeah, it's totally hot.
Yeah. If you're a guy, it's like,
I don't know. I lit some candles, got out the satin sheets. It was kind of hot.
Satin sheets. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't want to say I've been single for a long time, but sometimes I need a dick ref to come in and break up the fight.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We
for
tell
that.
everything on Cocktails and Wasted Nights.
No,
yeah.
honestly, thank you. I love the vulnerability. I want more of that in today's, you know, culture.
Right? People need to be
love
more
that.
honest.
People need to be more honest.
So wait,
Okay.
hold on. I remember this one time we were bartending and there was like, you had an issue with a patron.
Yeah, big
and
issue.
she had an issue with you. And it kind of escalated. Tell me about that.
Oh, big time escalated. So I